Good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Raider. I'm recording this on Monday morning for Tuesday's lesson, March 24th, 2020, AP World History. In front of you is a Google document on the Mexican Revolution of 1910, and we're going to be looking at continuity and change over time, and specifically considering how the politics of Mexico changed in the years after its 1910 revolution. So for the opening question, it's a KWL chart. What I'd like you to answer is two questions. What do you already know about the Mexican Revolution of 1910? And what would you like to learn more about? Okay. For our transition, we're going to be looking at some of the basics of the Mexican Revolution today and seeing what connections you can make to our current unit question about unresolved conflicts around the world. Remember, one of the key questions to consider for this unit on global conflicts is why were they unable to be resolved fully in its entirety? So for this first document, it's a secondary source. The document's called Six Things You May Not Know About the Mexican Revolution. It's posted on history.com. Sourcing information is included here. What I would like you to consider as you read is what changed and what remained the same in Mexico following its 1910 revolution. Please make notes in the margins as you read this document. So you'll read through each of these six things, and you'll just take notes. When you finish, there's a short second document, and that document is called The Lower Classes in Revolution. It's called The Role of Populism in Catalyzing Social Change. And specifically, I want you to consider what role did the peasantry of Mexico play in the 1910 revolution. Similar to the first activity, you'll read, add comments, and then just answer the guiding question as a comment in the document. And again, you see that's the reading. And for the summary, it's the aim, how did the politics of Mexico change as a result of its revolution? There is a pretty good video that I found. I hyperlinked it here from YouTube. It appears from what I can see to be a student project. Gives a nice concise overview of what happened in Mexico during the 1910 revolution. It's more of a recommended. I'm not requiring you to actually write anything. I found it to be kind of useful to enhance my own understanding. It may be useful for you to watch as well. Let's go to the PowerPoint. So it's going to be the same thing that you saw in the Google Doc. How did the politics of Mexico change during its 1910 revolution? Again, you'll notice there's no homework. Again, for marking period 2, for as long as we're working remote, everything is at home, so there won't be additional assignments. There will be times like on Monday's lesson where I give recommended readings. Again, just to kind of better prepare you for the AP exam. This is the territory that we're really looking at here in this decade, 1910 to around 1920. The main areas of the revolution you can see are highlighted from the key. Various revolutionary leaders from Pancho Villa, Carranza, Francisco Madero, and Emiliano Zapata, 1914, along with American intervention. The United States gets involved with this conflict as well. Again, these are the same directions that you saw in the Google Doc itself. Really look specifically for evidence of specific changes that took place and what role did internal and external conflicts have on the outcome of this revolution. This was the key question for the entire unit. Why is the 20th century the century of unresolved conflicts? Again, looking at the role of the Mexican peasantry. Summary slide. And then this was the YouTube video itself. It's causes of the Mexican Revolution. And one of the slides that I decided to kind of pause it at was in 1910, when Diaz issued a land reformation. They seized the land for governmental use, and that caused a variety of problems. Okay. And that will conclude today's lesson.